Ashe, Racquel. So I hope you can hear me. I hope that the sound of the truck isn't too loud. Eventually I will turn the engine off, but I'm just trying to warm up real quick. It's so cold out here. Yeah. So hope all is well. Whew. I'm trying to think if I had any messages for you, but I want to get right into your questions, and then we'll go into your general reading, look at finances, look at love, look at different aspects of things. Ashe. So I was thinking about it afterwards. I don't know what your sister's name is. It probably would be helpful to know. But Spirit knows. So I'll just leave it at that. And when I ask the questions, of course, you're thinking of the person. So it's going to reflect whoever is like on your heart or your intent. So I just want to get right into it. So with this tarot, it gives you the light and the dark. So we're going to see the light and the shadow aspects of what's going on. Alright? And this is for your sister. Let me just move this ashtray, sorry. I don't know, looks like we're starting with the dark here. I wanted the light. Maybe that'll just be the follow-up. So with the shadow, this is the things that you don't see. This is the energy surrounding your relationship, but again, it's more so of like the underlying energy, or maybe like the unconscious, maybe is how you would describe it. But it's like the things that aren't being said but are definitely present. All right. Keep having cards that I want to flip out, but I don't want them yet. So timing seems to be a factor in this relationship. I got Knight of Wands, someone being in and out, a lot of fiery energy. This could be you being an Aries, but it gives me more Leo. But someone who takes flight easily. So like they don't like confrontation. They'd rather just leave. Like they don't even necessarily want to share their or express themselves, because Leos are known for expression, right? Not necessarily Leos. Fire signs are known for expression, self-expression, just all types of expression. Let me just, because I feel like somebody isn't expressing their feelings, isn't expressing like even their intentions. But it's like, let me just, it's too many cards. First two cards out, Seven of Swords and Six of Cups. So this is already telling me like the stabbed in the back energy, not feeling like you can trust. There's a truth here that's not being shared. There's some sort of, I don't want to say resentment. And that's the shadow. Page of Wands. There's resentment here towards this page. So someone's in a stage of like youthfulness, in a stage of new beginnings, learning, creativity. Just, it's almost like somebody's being afforded an opportunity to take a new direction, or to go in any direction, really. Like it's you're given a staff or a wand to create your magic, is the energy I'm getting, right? But someone's not trusting of this energy, of this person. And with the Six of Cups, there's a lot of love. So it's like not trusting the love that you shared, not trusting, it's a lot of thoughts. I almost wonder if it's fighting. Like Okay, so with the Seven of Swords, it normally depicts someone that's collecting all of the swords that their enemies could possibly use against them. Or I'm sorry, that's the 5. So with the other 2, you're using your intuition. You know that there's somebody stabbing you in the back. And it may have been something that happened in the past. It may have to do with even past life relationships. Like you're coming back karmic because of like your dealings in a past life. I don't know why I'm getting like somebody was supposed to protect someone and they didn't. Like that's the energy I'm getting. Is like I'm no longer your protector. Like it's almost like childish. Somebody's being really childish based off of something like some hurt from the past, some pain from the past. It's like you just don't trust the energy. And they possibly just don't trust you, to be honest. The Emperor, Aries energy. So this is someone that's like has control. They're able to manifest. They're able to draw in the attention that they're seeking. But they do it naturally. Like you're naturally in a position of power. You're naturally trustworthy. You're naturally like, you draw a crowd. You naturally get attention. That also could be like why somebody isn't like trusting your energy, because you draw emotions easily. And it's almost like they hate being so vulnerable. I'm talking about your sister. So I don't even want to say they. I want to be very specific here. Your sister feels like she can't trust you. And it may be because of something to do with control issues. Like, I don't know if like one of you has to be, it's almost like somebody has to win. Somebody has to be on top, the Ace of Wands. Somebody has to carry this staff and like be able to prosper with it. But there's a lot of built up emotions surrounding like happiness, celebrations. Maybe somebody didn't feel as celebrated in the past, or like they weren't trusting themselves in a situation where maybe somebody was like really putting their heart on their sleeves, or like sharing their emotions, almost like innocence. It gives me a lot of innocence, like not trusting someone's innocence because they wanted to control. And then we have a Tower here behind the Ace of Wands. We have the Tower and the King of Wands. Is she a fire sign too? There's a lot of fire energy. So the energy I'm getting here is there was a new beginning. Someone received a new beginning. It's almost like somebody got everything they wished for and were able to go on a self journey or a journey of healing. And it created like a tower moment for someone else, meaning like insecurities came out. It's almost like somebody in living their truth created like doubt and fear in someone else. This even could be like a sexual thing, because this is always like a sexual, my 8 of Wands is literal sex, but like sex is creation, you know? So it's almost like someone's sexuality causing tower moments, and then like you're standing in your power, like top notch, the king, like fulfilled, happy. Even with the Queen of Cups being here, this is like self-care. This is a lot of like really attractiveness, really like drawing energy to oneself. And honestly, it's like a soulmate, like, you know, the energy of like mates. But the thing is, I feel like I was gonna say they're not looking at each other, and they aren't. So the King of Wands here is looking forward. He's being very direct. So whoever the fire sign is has been very direct with their intentions, with their feelings. Like, that's the energy I feel like that's in control. Like, they're in control of themselves, their emotions. Like, so in control in a sense. I don't mean you have control over everything. I just mean like your sense of self-worth is present. Someone else is like needing to find that love or that nurturing or even be nurtured. This could be something that came back from childhood, because there's a truth here that somebody knows but they're not talking about. There's something hidden here, and with the high priestess and the moon, they'll never say it. They'll never talk. Like, they'll never say what it is that really hurt them, that really stabbed them in the back, that really created this fear, this doubt. Or maybe they have said it before, because the king of, and you know what? We have the cosmic mirror here. And I read my deck, so that means that I actually need to switch to the light now. So I'm getting chills. I'm getting chills and I want to cry. Like, does this have to do with... Holy shit. I'm sorry. This is just really pulling on everything in me. Like, I'm trying to explain what I'm feeling right now, but like, I don't even feel like they want this. Like, for things to come to light, this isn't like somebody's battling some shit. Like, I feel like it's death. Like, oh, fuck. Like, sorry. Oh man, these readings be so real. I'm sorry. Let me speak. Whew. There's a creative nature to this. Somebody has a lot of power. You have a lot of power, Racquel. Somebody's intimidated. Somebody's unable to draw on their source. Somebody feels like death. I feel like maybe even somebody died and that affected them like so deeply. So like they're never going to talk about it. And it's almost like the energy of you're never going to be able to talk again. Like, it's almost like they lost something. It's like death. They lost something. Something died here. But it was like in somebody. And I don't know why. That's scary. That's scaring me. Like, I don't know. Oh, man. That's a lot of emotion. I'm sorry. 6 of Cups, but it's a pass. It's almost like giving me, and I don't even want to go here if this isn't the case, but I don't know. I have to say it, right? This is giving me, especially because I keep seeing the staff here, it represents the phallus. Like, this is almost like rape. Like, somebody dying inside because of, like, I don't want to keep getting into it. Knight of Wands. Yo. I feel like somebody came in, and this is dark. This is like came in at night and took something that wasn't theirs. This happened in the past. There's trickery, which is leading to a lot of emotions and regret, like not being able to let go of the past. Somebody's in and out of a world, like they're in and out of this world, like somebody's clinging to. It's an energy of death, but that could also mean transformation. Like, I'm not trying to be too literal with this stuff, but... And these are all youthful energies, let me point out. Besides the King of Wands and the Emperor that came out. But I feel like that's your energy, Racquel. Like, you're... Almost like you don't see how this person looks at you. They look at you as if you're in a high position. Like... You've almost done something that is almost unthinkable, possibly, or you've done something that, like this person, or your sister wishes she could, is the energy I'm getting. Page of Cups. I'm not going to spend too much more time here, but there's an apology with the Page of Cups that needs to be offered to this Knight of Wands, but he took off. So it's almost like somebody took off before you could apologize about the situation. With the Chariot here too. So this is moving on to a better mental place. 7 of Swords. If this is coming up in the light too, this goes so much deeper for why somebody doesn't trust. Did somebody like have a situation with drinking, or like, I almost get like somebody got caught up at a party, some sort of celebration, and someone left them, or it could have been in a car. I'm getting date rape. Like, I don't know this energy. I don't know. But it's not to be trusted. And even in the light, Ace of Cups, something about this love isn't to be trusted, or somebody doesn't trust your love that you present them. I can't keep saying somebody. Your sister. Your sister doesn't trust something about like your love offers or your presence in general, because it feels like in and out, something's hidden here. And then 10 of Cups. Like, you're going after your real happiness. You have it. It's visible. People see it. And it's almost like people don't trust you moving forward, you taking like your energy back even, or it's almost like how you could pour love into something or someone and they still not trust your intentions. But I don't feel like it's because, I feel like it's because it's not wanted, or like not be like somebody doesn't want to receive your, it's the truth too, Page of Swords. Someone doesn't want to receive your true intentions because of like how wounded they are. I feel like you might find out something, or I almost feel like you already know something about a situation that occurred in the past, and this person's, your sister's been waiting on you to speak about it or talk about it. Or maybe you're both like avoiding talking about something that happened. And I don't know if it's surrounding rape, but like, or like, I don't know. I don't know why I keep getting, because I'm trying to think of like what occurs during that. Like, it might not have been a sexual act, but it's like the idea of stripping somebody's power, the idea of like somebody being forced against their will, the idea of, and I don't mean to trigger you. I don't know if this is triggering. The way I broke down crying, like, this shit's crazy. But it's like so deep, the resentment, because of like, I almost feel like somebody feels like you're in a position to do something about something that happened to them and you didn't. You knew about it. You didn't say anything. And it's like somebody was waiting for you to speak up on their behalf or even just talk about it. You need to have a conversation. It's like the apology was there, some sort of healing. This could even be something that's happened to you. Like, I don't know, you know, in this situation, I just feel the energy. And I don't know if that's why, like, you and your sister aren't talking, is like somebody feels like they got set up. But, okay, we're at 18 minutes here. I'm not going to go any further into that. Your question, though, about if you guys will ever reconcile, I'm going to pull over here. First card out I see is purpose. So, like, she's your sister for a reason is what I want to say. And I also just love that purpose came up, because that was like the total intention I have for your reading, is like, because that's the question surrounding you in so many different aspects, is like purpose. What is the purpose of things, right? Wow. But I didn't see this before though. Shadow work. Ooh, talk about alignment. This is childhood, like real childhood trauma, childhood healing, inner child work that needs to be done. Your sister might even be a reflection of the inner child work, that, because she's like a reflection of your childhood. Like, you guys both went through fucked up shit together. Or maybe not. Maybe like somebody was treated one way and somebody else wasn't. I don't know. But like, it's a reflection of something here. I feel like twins. I'm getting a lot of Gemini energy. But it's the light and the dark of the twins. So, to answer your question, will you two ever get together again? I see money problems here. So that's giving me something financial, something to do with money. And Dubai is also here at the bottom of the deck. So someone may be having, like, money may have something to do with the circumstance. I'm not really sure. Clean slate. bottom of the deck. That's interesting. So cloudy is here as the top, or at the top, you can see. Sorry. Cloudy. Let's push together and see what happens. So this almost gives me like, you need to fight. Not like that. Okay. This gives me an idea of like being a front to something. So hold on. Sorry. So I could feel like I'm not yelling. This is being like a joint front, or like coming together so that you could be one force. That's the energy I'm getting. Like this is two things, like, or maybe even multiple things, like now becoming like a single front or a single force that is like stronger because it's together. That's what would happen, is the energy I get. Especially with your sister. If you could find that common space, drink water. Ooh, and that's my trigger too, because I know I need some, like, this reading right now is draining me. It's literally, and I knew I needed to be at my top for you. I knew it, because if I was tired last night, oh man, the dreams I would have had. Okay, so, and when I say draining me, like, I don't mean, like, anything, like, don't take that. I want to explain, because I don't want to make it sound like anything it's not. What I mean by, like, draining is how it pulled water. It pulled healing out of me. So, like, triggers do that, you know? It's forcing you to live or deal with something that, like, maybe your demons, your shadow, the shadow work. Oh no, it's no longer at the bottom, sorry. But you saw shadow work earlier. So the shadow work that needs to be done is like that affront, like that battle that we have internally. And a reflection of that to me is what's spent, or, cause like, all right, everything to me breaks down to chemistry. And chemistry, it's all about, like, if you know math, it's like accounting, right? You have to make both sides balance out. It has to be an equal exchange. That's like the law of the universe. Like, you can't create matter. It exists. So if you're transforming something into something else, like, there has to be either an output of energy and through that exchange, which equals out, like, what you started with is here with what you ended with. And to make, like, let's say you have more on this side and less on this side. The way that we can make that equal is to account for what got released. Does that make sense? Your tears are what were released in the exchange between the light and the dark. It's too much on the inside and it has to come outward, if that makes sense. Like, drink water to help you through this process, is what I'm trying to say. Because something I feel like is getting cloudy. Cloudy to me is almost giving me infection. Like, not like, because it could be mentally too, where like your emotions are getting stirred up. Like, but also, especially with pregnancy, drink a lot of water during your pregnancy. But like, what I'm trying to say is like mucus. That's what this is. Mucus. It's giving me like building up mucus and things of that nature. That's where like the cloudy function of the body comes in, is in mucus. So like drink water to clear that up, is what I want to say. Wow. Next card out, we have depression. Dark night of the soul, growing pains, soul healing needed, and repression. What are we talking about here? Like, this is it. This is literally it. But I feel like this may even be some of your energy as well. Like, I don't know if you're feeling like this. You need to drink more water. Money is my priority. Love is second. I did see money problems is here. I want to see what's underneath it. The usual suspects, no coincidences. Wow. And then somebody has this energy. I can't help but see that. You can sleep on me now. What? So like somebody, this is really confrontational. This energy I'm getting from that. Like, okay, bet you don't think I'm good enough? or okay, watch what I do is the energy. So like I would keep my eye on somebody because it's like they almost want you to think that they're not capable of doing something just so that they can do it and throw it in your face. Like, that's really weird energy. That's that tit for tat, want to get back at you. I don't know what that's about. This may have to do with work, so be careful. But I also feel like if this does have to do with work, you haven't even reached your potential yet. And the usual suspects, no coincidences, is telling me like you know already who is giving you this energy where it's like a clouded, like you can't really, all right, you know how they feel. You're getting their feelings sent because you're an empath. You're feeling it, right? You can already tell how somebody's feeling towards you, but they're not expressing it like that. So it's like a cloudy kind of like, it's creating doubt, I want to say, even in you, because you're doubting how these messages are coming across to you, even though you're right. You're absolutely right in what you're feeling, but they would never tell you that. They want you to be like doubting yourself, or like something about like the more you spend time in your head, the less time you spend being creative. So like somebody's creating doubt on purpose. And I feel like stop acting out of desperation. The desperation is the depression here too. So I don't know who's carrying this energy, but it's like money is their priority and love is second. They need to recalibrate. I don't know if you, hold on. I don't know if you can see that, recalibrating, but that's that drinking water. Drinking water. So influencing the masses is here. And again, stop acting out of desperation. I almost feel like that's giving me a lot of flirty energy. Like, and Syrian is here. I just want to go through the cards because I don't want to spend too much time. Rainwater healing. Third eye is here. Third eye chakra. So, jasmine. Get some jasmine incense and burn it for your third eye. Paradise is here, but I saw Seven Sisters. No, it fell. So paradise. I don't want an X. I'm waiting on the next, but this is the one with the clean slate to answer your question. That's what I saw, is like something needs a clean slate. So something needs to be expressed. I don't want an X. I'm waiting on the next. So like, I don't want to be excommunicated. I'm waiting on the next time that we can speak or have a conversation. There's something to do with cycles, with money problems and cycles here. You may be in a loop. And it's funny too, because it's like they don't talk about how karmic family can be. But karma is really just to teach you about a cycle that you need to close in this lifetime. Third eye activation with jasmine. Eating jasmine, burning jasmine, getting some jasmine oil, drinking a lot of water. I'm going to pull a crystal for you as we get into your reading. Ashe, and my third eye is ringing. Cover your head. Whenever you get the opportunity, cover your third eye. Cover, like, wear a scarf. Cover your crown and your third eye chakras. Get out in the sun. When you're in sunlight, have them exposed. But otherwise, it's almost like I get evil eye energy. So it's like protecting your consciousness is what I want to say. Like it's, and I don't even know what that means because that's a weird energy. I don't know how you would protect somebody's consciousness, but maybe you would by not speaking. actually. So there's something here that needs to be said, but I don't know if it's like out of feeling like you're protecting somebody, you're not saying it. Maybe like protecting somebody's feelings or something. I can't make this shit up. And you saw me just split the deck. Weren't we talking about this last time? Did you ever get this stone? Cornelian? This is that orange. And crown. And this is oralite. Carnelian. We were just talking about that. And I remember I sent you, because I have it. And I sent you that picture of my stone. That's interesting. I'm going to send you the meaning now that I know that that's in this deck. Maybe that's why it showed me that, right? I'm going to send you the meaning in this book of what that stone represents. But what's Ashe? So I'm doing, I really want to light this. Sorry, I'm still like caught up on like breaking down. Something like really broke down here. And it's like that breakdown of emotions. Like somebody's going to have like a sob moment. Y'all are going to need to cry together or something. Like something. I don't know. But so I'm pulling this crystal, Racquel, so that you can see what your overall energy is and what your advice and what the stones will offer you during this time. And we're at 30 minutes, so I'm trying to hurry up. I'm sorry. That was just intense. I knew it was gonna be. I knew it. But so do you. I feel like it's hidden, but at the same time it's not. Rose quartz, bottom of the deck. Bring love back into the situation. Stop it. Dog is growling. Ooh, Eye of the Storm. I'm not going to read these on here because I'm going to take a picture of this and send it to you. And Nirvana quartz. You have a lot of quartz. And quartz I feel like is really good for Aries in general. But Nirvana quartz and rose quartz. I'm wondering if I have any rose on me. I do on my wand. And I used to walk around with a clear quartz on my chain. Ooh! As I burn my damn hair. Sorry, I'm all over the place. I just want to see what I have on me to help me channel a little bit more. Because this is like instructional for me too, right? This is your pyrite. I remember we were talking about that as well. And then this is the rose quartz. And what's crazy about this, look at this shape. Isn't that wild? Life, yo. I just love it. And to be honest, this is some type of quartz as well. But it's just not like refined or whatever. But you can see, or maybe not, I don't know, the quality of this camera. Okay, let me calm the fuck back down. So, like, I'm hyped now. Like, I don't know what gets you hyped, but something has your energy, like, hyped. At the same time that I feel like you're in, like, a eye of the storm. That's what's so fucking crazy, yo. I can't make this shit up. I feel like it's like that dark night of the soul, like, kind of like what depression kind of creates, but, like, more so the fear, the doubt it creates, because it's almost like you're doing the work, but you're not seeing like the results that you necessarily expect. So I'm gonna, again, send you, where did the Nirvana, was that at the bottom of the deck? No, rose quartz was. I'm gonna send you the meanings of all of these as well as with the carnelian. And we will go through those energies. So, we did that. That eye of the storm, though, it's just, I can't right now. It's pulling me. It's pulling me in. Gonna go through the Witch's Tarot. I'm trying to think. I wanted to get you, we're definitely gonna get into love. I just got past life deck, past life energy out here. Let me put this right here. Sorry, I'm trying to get organized. There's only so much space. Because when you think of family members, that's the one thing that they don't really tell you about, like that type of karmic ass relationships that we be having with them. And the reason they come back and it's like a relationship that's really intimate with us is because of how tied we are. So in past lives, like your mother could have been your child. Your father could have been your husband. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, or you could have been the man and your father was your mother in a past life. Like, you know what I mean? It's just all different types of dynamics to how, like, we come back into this reincarnation. We reincarnate in this world, but we keep certain relationships around us that, like, basically had an overall impact on us, and it continues to. Because think about it, people that don't matter to you, do you care about them? Do you really care about what they think about you or how they feel? You dismiss that shit because it doesn't matter to you. So it's like, why does it hurt or hit more when we find like love partners? Because we have connections to them that's deeper than like the moment that we're in. And it doesn't even matter how much time you spent with somebody, because it's like, I've known people for years that like, they could say goodbye to me tomorrow and I'd be like, all right, see ya. Like, you know what I mean? But then there's people that like I've met and then just shared such a love or just such a compassionate relationship with, where it's like, I couldn't imagine life without them. And I've had to. So it's like, at one point I thought my world would end, you know? So I say that to say like, I feel like when it comes to family, you really do have to dive deep into the past, because it's more of like, we reflect our wounds, and somebody has really a lot of healing, or like, it's almost like they're placing blame or resentment towards something that occurred in the past. I don't know if you guys like struggled to get your parents' approval, or like somebody was like good at school and somebody didn't like school, but I get like a opposites kind of thing. But at the same time, like there's something like almost an admiration there, but someone won't admit it. Like, I don't know if it's a younger sister, like she looked up to you, but at a certain point it's almost like, or I don't know if you're the younger sister that you looked up to her. But it's like, at a certain point, it became like, from watching you, I'm not going to do what you did, kind of thing. Like, I know that that's not for me. Or maybe it is, but I can't do it now because you've already done it and I got to be different. Like, it's that kind of energy. Like, I don't know, it's weird. It's almost like I love it, but I'm not going to tell you I love it. Like, because then you would know, you would figure me out. Like, you would know my secrets. It's weird. That's family, though. Alright, past life. Just gonna pull a couple cards. I just want to see what's this past life energy around you. What's coming forward, too. I almost feel like, and that's wild, I want to say that, is that your child is gonna reflect a passed on loved one. Because that's how it works. That's how our kinship works. That's how our DNA works. If it's not you, transportation. I knew this was gonna come out. And Rome, Rome. Sorry. I don't know why I just got that energy. But it gives me like Black Holocaust. That's weird, being transported. But during Roman times, Roman era, transportation, a mass exodus. Romans exodus. Like, okay, that's giving me Bible verses. Like, wow. I'm getting a lot. Hold on, I'm channeling. I'm getting Roman numerals. Like, I don't know if it's tattooed. I don't know what it has to do with a clock. The Roman numerals around a clock, like the wheel of fortune, karma. So the wheel of fortune also represents like abundance. It represents like someone being opposites though. So it's almost like when you're up, when you got a lot of good things going for you, that really brings somebody else down. It's crazy because it's like you're always on opposite sides of the wheel. So I'm not sure who that is. Yeah, I am. This is your family and angels. I'm telling you, somebody's coming back through a child. You're going to see, like, I want to say it's a grandfather. I don't know if you're having a boy, but this is giving me a lot of women too. So I don't know. I want to say you're having a boy though. Angels and phobias, fears coming back out. Health. An orphan. Interesting. You know what that means. I'm not going to get into that. All right, let's do a love spread. Or did we even get into your finances yet? Let's do some finances. We're at 41 minutes. I'm so sorry. This is so long. I be trying to tell people, like, please bear with me. These readings these days. I be getting so much information. 6 of Cups. And this is what I'm talking about when it came out earlier. You see how it's like offering that child a gift? This is like that inner child, doing that inner child work. So, this could be an offering for somebody to no longer feel left out in the cold. A financial offering. Something to do with your finances for sure. I feel like something was crippling your finances. It may be like love offers. It may be like something to do with love and emotions and celebrations and stuff. Yeah, because 10 of Pentacles is here. So I don't mean to say crippling, like, it didn't like hurt you, but it was like, it put you in a space of like being unsure about your financials because like a financial changes. But you have 10 of Pentacles here. So you have long-term wealth, long-term success, stability. I feel like, and that's happiness, family. I feel like that's the offering. There's some sort of offering. I want to keep saying that word and I don't know why. Someone is offering you the opportunity to have everything. But I feel like there's a lot of fear and doubt around that. Maybe because you never had, like, Page of Cups upside down, reversed. Maybe you've never had someone offer, like, you're unsure of, like, this cup because, like, your emotions are spilling out. With this, if this is, like, so upright, she represents, like, an apology, new information, new emotions, new, like excitement even, like this is like a new start, right? Like a new opportunity. 10 of Wands. That's a lot of endings. Damn, is that 3 10s? Fuck. You see this, right? Wow, and that was at the top of the deck. I'm like, where'd that card even come from? So like with the finances here, you're drawing a lot from your past for one. You're needing to get more communication with like what it was you wanted to do as a child. So like, for example, I started thinking about the shit that I like to do, such as like roller skating. And it's just random shit. You know, I like to count fucking numbers. Like I was constantly counting numbers as a kid. It's weird, but like I like math. I I used to write. I used to write in journals. I used to do a lot of reading. I used to like get back into who you were before like the world placed all these burdens and fears on you and doubt. And it may even be something there's just a lot of burden here. It's a lot of like taking on a lot of responsibility and feeling like now you're doubting whether or not you're capable of being satisfied or of satisfying something or someone even. This was in reverse. So I feel like the emotions that are pouring out from, I feel like it's a lot of financial doubt, if I'm being honest. Like you're almost like putting that energy into your endeavors where you can't, it's overwhelming. It's almost like feeling like you've been stabbed in the back so much from like carrying the burden of something that like you're ready to just drop it all. But I feel like that's your advice too. Like if you really feel burdened in a situation, there's a new beginning, a new offer here. You have 3 10s. That's endings. Like it couldn't, injustice. We're in Libra season right now. This couldn't be more clear that it's like if your finances are bleeding your pockets, causing doubt, you're constantly working, you're constantly at work or like on your phone or having to answer to the job. It's like the burden is gonna break you, is the energy I'm getting here. And it's more from an emotional state because it's like you're not paying attention to yourself here. This may do with like something that's contracted. Like contracted work. Maybe that may be more fulfilling. That maybe your justice coming in is to get like something where it's like you get to choose the assignment. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, because a lot of times, and then 5 of Pentacles again, feeling upside down and left out in cold. But this is upside down. So that's actually a good thing. It's no longer carrying, but it's also being stagnant though. Or being like pushed into a position where now you're stuck. Because if, like, all right, so how would a horse respond to being in the barn all day? They're bored. Like, Wheel of Fortune upside down with now the 5 of Pentacles right side up. That's telling me again that will, if it's not turning, and justice is going to turn it. I get a lot of like, I want to say doubt because it's almost like you're not trusting your intuition. Are you losing your fight? Are you losing like the ambition to fight? Six of Pentacles is here. So I got the 2 of Wands, 6 of Pentacles, and we had justice. I want to lay this all out. Lay it all out on the table. Because you're really in the eye of the storm right now. I still can't get over that card coming out. Transportation may be an issue. Like, I feel like if you got a new job offer right now, they may want you to go further than you're willing to go. Or you may have to, like, travel more to get to something that's going to pay for, like, I don't know. Because I get traveling with work. Someone travels for work. The sun. Alright. So laying this spread out. I turned everything up right. I'm not sure everything should have been. But that's how I read. I feel the energy too, so I'll know when it's positive or negative. So, and remember the rose quartz as well. This is unconditional love. This is self-love. This is like generating energies of the universe and having that be reflected in your everyday life, right? Because you want to have just dealings, right? You want things to be fair. Oh, that was another deck. Sorry. You want things to be fair, and you want to be able to have, like, I get that without a shadow of a doubt. So I have to say that. You want things to be without a shadow of a doubt. I get a lot of lawyer energy from this. I was going to say court earlier, but I don't know, like justice system, like something to do with like honorary, honoring, I don't know, something with court, or like a court, a law, or it doesn't even have to be in court, but being like a part of a court of like, is it royalty? I don't know, but that's the energy I'm getting here. I mean, that's your energy. And I'm seeing Egypt, Native American. When did those fall? I don't know where this just came from. Egypt and Native American. I've got like all these cards falling at my feet. So I'm going to have to go back and find your cards. But I'll send them to you. Alright, anyway, that's interesting. Native American in Egypt. So really ancient civilizations, as well as a lot of like so Native Americans pass on a lot of like storytelling, a lot of history, a lot of healing, a lot of like creation stories, a lot of different things. A lot of different connections with nature is really what I want to say there. Dive into your ancestry. That's really what I'm getting from this too. It's going to answer a lot of questions, because I feel like even like in terms of asking your parent, or I don't know if you have like a grandmother that's still alive, but like being able to have those conversations, or even view the dynamics between siblings and see how that's playing out with yours, it's very similar. Balanced. Okay, so if we're here to get like, you have to create a balance. For one, families coming up over like having doubt, having fear, having 5 of Swords, right? Feeling like somebody betrayed. This is what I was talking about. They were fighting. 5 is change too. So they were leaving a lot of words, thoughts, like bad communication. And that's what's creating like the disharmony between people. Somebody feels like they need to walk away and walk towards their other cup. And guess who's holding their other cup? Their King of Cups. So it's somebody walked away from this whole family dynamic, because I feel like it's pretty fucked. I feel like when it comes to work, you're going to have to really go within. Like I keep saying that because it's not going to balance itself out until you decide the terms. Contract, terms and conditions. There's terms and conditions to all these different things, all these different relationships, all the different aspects of like where you draw your power from. I get a lot of sword energy in this. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. You have a lot of major arcana, but at the end of the day, you have happiness on the way. You have a child. You have but hermit energy as well with 9 of Swords. You feel very wounded. 3 of Swords here too. So this is like a deep level of hurt, a deep level of pain. But you're trying to move forward. I saw the Chariot. Again, 1, 2, 3. 3 major arcana, but 4 swords, 7 swords. It all comes back to that feeling. You're not trusting anything right now. And I feel like until you go on this journey of self, where you find not only the King and the Queen of Cups, but like your purpose, yourself, your salvation, what's gonna save you is on the other side here. You've already collected as much as you can. You asked how to get further. You can't do it with not trusting your thoughts. You can't do it with not trusting like your intuition. You can't do it with like, all right, let me stop. Because let's get deeper on how you do this. When you really want to, you have to change. Let me just say it like that. Like, go towards all those things that you felt like were going to be you. You knew as a child who you were. You knew as a child who you were going to be. You understood as a child the things that you liked and didn't like. Like, we, honestly, if you want to believe it or not, we come out the womb knowing that shit. Like, you'll cry when you feel like you need attention. You'll, like, you know what I mean? There's different signals, different aspects to things that will tell you when you feel like you're in the right place. You haven't felt like you've been in the right place in so long. It's like, if it wasn't for love coming in, if it wasn't for love coming in through other people that really cared about you, it's almost like you wouldn't have justice. You wouldn't have even any sort of equal give and take to be whole. And that's a burden. Like, you're putting a burden almost, I feel like, on yourself. And you've done that in the past from, like, not realizing how much you have to heal you. Someone else can't do it. And I don't mean to, like, you know, it's a lot of different things that, like, I even feel like the conversation between you and your sister, it's not going to heal things in a sense of how you want, like, everything to, like, go back to how it was or go back to how it could be, or it's almost like things are happening in this lifetime to wake you up to be the person that you're going to be. And you knew from a child who that person was, because you came here with the assignment. So, like, we get cloudy, holy shit, we get cloudy as we grow up, because we distance ourselves from that child we were to the adult we are now. And we forget the offers. We forget what we presented, the contract, when we decided to come here, what we presented ourselves with, the challenges, the extreme challenges, the burdens of family, 10. You knew, and you signed up for this shit, that you were going to have to drop people that you loved, people that you care so much about, people that create so much of a burden on you. And it's like, if you saw, like, how much of a sunshine, like, how much of a light you are, you would understand that's why you're capable of doing this. Like, drink your water. I just want to get this card back because I'm not even done here. I'm really getting into this flow. The justice behind all of this is when you see who, like, I get 11. There's a lot of 10 and 11, 33. 1133, that's not a date. So 11, like, November 3rd or November 6th. Pay attention to those dates. I get 6 more so. 11-6. But we got 310. Something's going to happen 3 times on that day. Or maybe you need to do something 3 times on that day. But 6, you're going to be so frustrated behind it. Like, it's so funny I say that because 6 knocks you back down to 5. Something's going to happen where it's almost going to knock you backwards, I feel like. But it's going to cause you to drop a fucking burden. Like, that's it. Like, and honestly, that may be, like, the point in all of it. Like, you're going to wind up one way or the other getting so frustrated with not doing more, being more, or, like, you're never content. You're never content with, like, what you've accomplished because you know that there's more to accomplish. Like, your soul has a really pioneer spirit, a real get up and go. You know that there's more out here that is fulfilling or going to be fulfilling for your journey. And it's like, even if you're taking the past with you, you're still moving forward. You're still on your way to be able to sit on a throne of some sort. And I feel like it's a shared throne. But the question is, like, in this sense, who are you sharing it with? Like, are you sharing it with the wounded past? Are you sharing it with, like, the love of your future? Are you sharing it with, like, your child, you know, that's going to bring a different stage of happiness, motherhood? Like, this is going to be, like, a lot of things pulling on your emotions. A lot of things where it's almost like you may be breaking out just crying. Like, but when you do that, drink a lot of water. I'm not going to say don't cry because it's very healing. You need to. But drink a lot of water. And don't despair. Don't get too worried about, like, what other people are saying and doing. If people aren't nurturing you right now, they're not for you. And you don't want them around your future. That's it. Like, I can't say this any more sharper because, like, it's going to become a burden. And you're going to have to drop it eventually. And if you don't, the universe is going to drop it. Justice comes in and says, you know what? These scales are kind of off. They're off kilter, and we're going to get the shit even again. So it's just how I was describing, like, as within, without, like, how everything has to be equal. Or else, you know what? It's like almost giving you manifestation. When things aren't, that's when things manifest in the 3D. That's the exchange, because it's like it can be good or bad. Like, it's about that balance. Like, you decide. You really decide through your intuition, through trusting yourself, through even your knowledge and what you like, the love that you have inside. The rose quartz again is coming back out. But, like, you really get to decide here when it comes to having a passion, when it comes to where to go forward. You make the decision on how fulfilled you are. Money's gonna come regardless. Like, if you understood the relationship to energy, like, when we manifest, and that's why I'm saying the inside and outside, like, when people can see your inside and outside, they genuinely cherish you. Like, you might not have experienced, like, the real fruit of your labor, but, like, I'm getting, when you get into what you do, it may be like you work for yourself, but, like, I feel like you be contracted. I don't know what that would mean for you. Like, you're a consultant or something. I'm not really sure. I don't know what you do as a profession either. So, but I get a lot of computer. Like, even with this is what I'm looking at, the Hermit. She's on the computer. A lot of computer stuff. So, like, not being able to close the computer, get away from work, I don't know. That may be current energy. And I wanted to pull love really quickly, but I haven't been able to find my we're an hour already. I haven't been able to find my love cards. There's more of these. Alright, I'm not going to keep you much longer because I don't know where this other deck is. We can do a spellcaster. We might just do a spellcaster and go from there. Yeah, I'm so, like, all over the place. But I think we've pulled from a few decks, right? And like I said, I will be sending you, you know, your screenshots and everything, so you'll be able to see. I'll show Racquel. Sorry. And I will be sending you I don't even need to repeat that. Need I say more? You get to decide what this is. It's part of your contract. Like, you've already You've already decided, but I feel like you're gonna get the answers. I'm telling you. So, like, I was gonna get into this a little bit earlier. I don't know if I did or not, but I'm just gonna say it really quickly. Ways to heighten your energy, heighten your gifts. Start being telepathic. Practice this with your partner. Like, send her messages and stop speaking. Like, just start literally talking telepathically. See how strong you guys can get with that. You already do it with your animals. I tell people that all the time. Like, you talk to your dogs, like, they're more aware of how you feel because they have that telepathic connection with you anyway. So, like, pay more attention to it. That's how you heighten a gift, right? Listen. You have the gift of hearing. So, like, pay attention to what you hear. And especially if it's, like, a thought that just comes through. It's funny how it's like, you know when it's not you. And I'll just say it like that. So hearing, practice your power of presence, meaning be in the moment, like live for now, like enjoy the opportunity to be here right now, and then make an offering. So I was reading and I did the card earlier, and it said that, like, for offering, to go put a fruit or go put some fruit or something at the bottom or at the base of the tree. So at a base of, like, your favorite spot, or go to the woods, or just go for a walk and, place some fruit out as an offering to nature. How throughout your daily life or throughout your life in general, make offerings and watch prosperity grow. Like, the more you appreciate where you are and everything that it took to get there, the more you stand grounded in yourself. And I feel like part of our struggles sometimes is that we're trying to, like, push away from our past. You have to embrace it. It's you. And, like, stop seeing it as a bad thing and start seeing it as, like, how it built the badass you are. You know what I mean? Like, if anybody could get an easy route, anybody could get an easy life. But, like, imagine the boss that you are to have to struggle. Like, your spirit is that strong that you knew you can withstand turmoil, hard times, like things not going your way, because your spirit's not going to allow you to not get what you want. Like, you're going to be successful in everything. And I really need you to believe this, like, because it's just like, you don't see it in you, but everybody around you see it. So it's like, you have to get on the same page here. Like, we just need you on the same page. Ashe. Much love. I'm wishing you health and happiness and everything to be beautiful around you. I didn't pull love, but I don't really feel like I need to be honest. Because it's like you've got nothing but love around you. So start appreciating it, start giving offers towards it, love offers to even loved ones, and watch it blossom. I mean, we're coming into fall and winter, or we're in fall coming into winter actually. So we're at, like, a stage of things becoming dormant or stagnant, but it's more of a death through transformation. There's some transformative power that's really at play right now, and I feel like if you tap into that, you can transform not just you, but your surroundings. Like, you're going to have an effect on a lot of different people. And you have good luck behind your answers. And home. Happy home. Oh my God. I could keep going, but healing is here also. Can you see this? Everything I'm talking about right now. These answers are here. And they're here to bring you peace and courage so that you can stop this. Somebody's really, like, grieving something. I feel like it's your sister. Reconciliation is here. And you see how it's two women? That's really interesting. But there needs to be boundaries. Yep. You and your sister share an ability. You guys are connected in more than one way. I almost wonder what would happen if you guys did this. Like, maybe is that something you used to do when you were younger? Like, I feel like you'd see fucking energy exchanged or like a spark or some shit. Like, I don't know. That's weird. Not weird, sorry. The energy of getting that in my head is like, where'd that come from? That's not weird at all. Like, that's amazing. And I'm actually like, so the spark too, that could be like a flame. That might not just be you and your sister though. Like, even your partner. Maybe practice like putting your fingers together. I don't know. I don't know what that's gonna do. But you'll feel it, so you figure it out. That's interesting. All right, I'm gonna go. Thank you so much for allowing me to do your reading, and I love you, and I wish you the best, and congratulations on everything, and live in the moment, enjoy life, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, bye.